Well, you can see the crowd wanting to get a piece of Taufik. He is a real national hero here throughout Indonesia, not just in Jakarta. But look at this, they'll have an interview with him, but he's pleased with that, delighted with that, in fact. Very, very impressive. He's going to be opening his new academy, which will plough back into the sport. An 8-court academy just outside of the main downtown Jakarta. He's hoping to open that before the Indonesian Open in June. He's invited Lin Dan and Chong Wei and a whole bunch of other guys, Ponsana and so on. So let's hope that they all come and support him for what will be the next stage in the life, the badminton life of Taufik Hidayat. Got a little bit of entertainment between matches here inside the Britama arena, which the crowd will obviously be enjoying, but we won't get any badminton for a few minutes. Some gymnastic, athletic movement here by the entertainers right in front of us. So, the next gladiators of the badminton court coming out now. We've got Go with his back to us on the left of camera. That is Go Visem. And Hendra Setiawan on the right with his back to us. This will be very interesting. We've only got one lefty in this, and that belongs to Lim Kim Wah. There's Go in picture. But I have to say, Setiawan and Kido, former world champions, Olympic champions, they've given way now to make a pairing of Mohammad Ahsan. And when we saw Ahsan earlier, it really was very, very impressive. He played last week over at the Senayan Indoor Tennis Center. He teamed up with Hendra Setiawan. In the other match we saw, it was Ahsan with Septano. Then Setiawan with Kido against Singapore, against Yo and Liu Yi, which they won 12 and 16. But the matchup with Setiawan and Ahsan against the Malaysian Leopards of Teo and Nelson Haig, former junior world champions, of course, 21-7, 21-15, and I think that pairing of Setiawan and Ahsan has convinced their doubles coach, Heri E. Pringadi, that it's a future possibility. They would not have decided at the moment on their Olympic pairings, but I can tell you now, from what I've seen, Setiawan at his age of 28, Kido was also 28. We've got a youngster here in Ahsan, Mohammad Ahsan, and he has teamed up very, very well with Setiawan. And he is powerful, he moves well, he reads his game nicely, they don't get in each other's way. And from what I've seen, the boys in red on the right of screen have shown a really very impressive performance together. Setiawan has got great confidence, he does things with wonderful style, but there's the power play of Ahsan that's impressing me as well. So it's going to be tough here for Malaysia. They're up against the crowd, they're up against the home atmosphere, and Setiawan has been there and done it on so many occasions previously. But what gives the Malaysians a little bit of hope, Kim Wah and Go Visem in the Southeast Asian Games, and that was back in November, earlier last year, I must say that they did a really, really, really good job, and they did impress when they played against Septano and Ahsan. So Ahsan has played against this pair before. It's been a very, very impressive victory on that occasion in what was really quite a disappointing performance in the Southeast Asian Games, but they took that team of Shem and Go Visem and Lim Kim Wah, took Ahsan in a very, very impressive upset. 18-21, 21-15, 25-23, and that was a very impressive milestone in the development of this pairing from Malaysia. So that's probably the reason why the coaches decided to put them in place of a very disappointing Koo King Kiat and Tam Boon Hyung, who, well, you could say, have caused this position of the two top squads in the Axiata Cup being thrown together at the semi-final stage. Koo King Kiat and Tam Boon Hyung really came unstuck against Britama and Saputra last weekend, having taken the first 21-10. They then succumbed 18-21, 13-21 against Britama and Saputra, and that was a real problem. So we've now got the newcomers on the block, and I have to say it will be fascinating. Lim Kim Hwa and Go Visem against Setiawan and Ahsan. I'm looking forward to this one. I hope you are too. Here we go. It is Ahsan with the shuttle. It's the first game, first serve. It's a long service, and Setiawan will pounce. Too good, too easy. Excellent start from Ahsan. Indonesia, 1-love. Well, this is a really good start here, I have to say, and it's 1-all. Oh, Go was up the net, he was all over that, but he got a little bit too aggressive, left that wrist come over a fraction too quickly, put it into the net. It's 2-1 Indonesia. That's better. Much better control there, and that's leveled up at 2-all. Now at 3-2, Malaysia. This is a crucial matchup because with Hafiz against Conchoro in the second singles, you never know what Hafiz will turn up, whether it be the All-England champion Hafiz or whether it'll be the Hafiz from last week. But I tell you, they know the importance of this one. Malaysia have got to pick up at least one match, 1 point in this visit to Jakarta. That's out of play of the left-hander. Kim Hwa got a bit too aggressive there. It's 4-3. Indonesia with the service. Back with Ahsan. Ooh, it was called good. And I tell you what, Kim Hwa looked at the line judge there, and he also looked at his coach and thought that that was long. It was given good. It's 5-3. Good atmosphere again, continuing to reign in Jakarta. The Britama Arena alive and kicking. Setiawan Ahsan, 4-5. That's gone, it's 5-all. Control of the net in doubles, absolutely vital. All four players can play the net play brilliantly, but we see flat shuttles coming over. Bit lucky there. Setiawan gratefully accepts that half, 3/4 lift to the base. Well, Setiawan picked up a really good shot midway through that rally, but he looks away really disappointed at missing that one. It's 6-all. The receiving of the serve, so important. Short serve, but it came back with interest. 7-6 with Ahsan. Long service, too good. Clever play. And you've got to be clever because the service judge is really watching that one like a hawk. Excellent service from Ahsan for 8-6. A little daylight here with Indonesia in the lead. Fantastic drop shot from Go. Wow, what a surprise. from way, way back at the back court. Jump, drop, point, 7-8. Yeah, on it like a hawk from Ahsan. He was really, really sharp, aggressive. Good work for 9-7.
Talk again? Yeah.
And the crowd really, again, adding to the atmosphere. It's a fabulous atmosphere here in Jakarta. The Axiata Cup alive and well, given birth last weekend here in Jakarta at a different stadium, the Senayan Indoor Tennis. But now we've moved across town to the Kelapa Gading Sport Mall and to the Britama Arena. And that is now 11 points to 7. First real blood here in this opening game of the doubles. And I have to say, it is really a very, very close encounter. I'm delighted to say that I've got with me, really, you'd almost say the father of the Axiata Cup, because it was the concept of Marcus Lowe and his team at Total Sports Asia, TSA, that brought this into being. And it's Marcus who's with me right now. He's come down from Kuala Lumpur to be here in Jakarta for this semi-final. Marcus, it's a great pleasure to have you here. What are you seeing so far that's so special about the Axiata Cup?
Hi, John. Yeah, thanks for the intro. Well, I think it's the atmosphere here. First of all, I really want to congratulate the Indonesian fans. The atmosphere is unbelievable. You can barely hear your own word in the arena. And they've been basically partying since the match started, so it's amazing.
It is. Now, the format, there's been a little, one or two criticisms here and there, but to be quite honest, I've absolutely thought that every match that's been on stage, on court, has been fantastic. Axiata Cup, to me, gives the wannabes, the newcomers, against the old performers, a real chance of a spotlight.
Absolutely. I think I want to give some credit also to Axiata, and especially to Dato Jamal, the CEO. The idea of the Axiata Cup really came from him and me. We were having a coffee. He loved the atmosphere which the Suzuki Cup created. And so we wanted to recreate something similar in badminton. And that's where the Axiata Cup really came from. In football, obviously, you have a huge rivalry between all the Southeast Asian countries. And we felt there's an opportunity to create something similar in badminton. We knew the strengths lies obviously with Malaysia and Indonesia, so that's where we had to create something different, and that's why we allowed the other teams to bring in foreign players as well. So that was the balancing act we created in the Axiata Cup, and there are lots of other elements which we changed a bit around. But at the end of the day, that's really what Axiata Cup is all about.
I'll ask you another one in just a couple of moments, but let's just have a look at the play. It's 12-10, 10-12, in fact, with the Malaysia Tigers under a bit of pressure. In fact, gone to 13 now, as you were talking, Marcus. 13-10, and it's in the first game. Very, very tight encounter here. That's a great shot from deep from Go. That'll bring it back to 11-13. Just tell us about the money, because that's really exciting.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it is the largest pot of money in badminton. There is obviously a Super Series event which has maybe a total prize money was slightly larger, but individually the winning team takes home $400,000 US. So it is the biggest prize check in the history of the sport, a total of $1 million US. So we're very proud and we're very excited for having Axiata with us, putting obviously a lot of that money up, and it's an I think it's a credible start for the sport. It's incredible how we started the tournament here, and we're looking forward to seeing lots more action.
Well, of course, Malaysia, the home of Axiata, is one of the biggest telecom companies in Asia at the moment, with obviously ambitions to expand beyond that. So
correct. Yeah, I mean the cup was also obviously created around Axiata's own business with XL here in Indonesia, Celcom in Malaysia, and many other operating business units across the region. So it fits perfectly their business, and it fits perfect for what the sport needed. Something new, something exciting, new money in it, and that's really what we're bringing.
Well, we know that because the impact on that, obviously, is the fact that we've got great fans here. That's a brilliant left-hand smash there from Kawa to bring things within 1 point, 14, 15. There's a lot resting on this doubles, I have to say. Taufik was just too good in the first against Darren Liu, but we've got Conchoro against Hafiz in the second singles, and Hafiz, when he's on his day, he can beat anybody. Conchoro has been a little bit indifferent. He's gone off the pace a little bit. He was, I mean, runner-up in the World Championships, I remember, in KL against Lin Dan. But he has had an indifferent time, and he's back now to 60-odd in the world ranking. So he's had injury problems, sickness problems. Conchoro has been under pressure during this match. So this is a very, very important one for Malaysia. If they can make a really big impact on this doubles here. I just see it's now gone to 17-14 in favour of Indonesia. But Axiata really won't mind whether it's Malaysia or Indonesia. What they want to see is the best of entertainment and the best of sport, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's a competition. It's real. You know, it's may the best team win, and we might have 2 Indonesian teams in the final. Malaysia has his work cut out here. But you know, we're not done yet. We still have obviously a return leg, and that is again, you know, a novel factor what we've created to create this home and away concept, which doesn't exist really in badminton. Obviously in football it's fairly common. So giving the home fans on both sides a chance to scream and shout and support the team, and that's part of, again, what we wanted to create.
Just to clear up a little thing, if Indonesia get both teams through, the likelihood of the finals being hosted in Indonesia are much stronger than in Malaysia. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
That is, we would, currently the plan is to stick to what we've always said, that is a home and away. Well, if they're two teams from Indonesia, it would be 2 matches in Indonesia.
Let's just, before we continue with our chat, let's just get back to the play here at 19:15. We'll finish off this game before we chat again to Marcus Luhr. That is out of play at 16-19. And Setiawan, well, he had a really good chance there to put it to game point. But here's last chance for Kim Wah to make an impression. 16-19, he's got the service in the even court. Oh, and that was an error there. Ahsan got too carried away there. He was right over it, carried his racket beautifully high, was in a good position to kill. He didn't make it. 17-19. That was just long. It's 20 points to 17, and Malaysia up against the wall here. Setiawan and Ahsan, the new pairing. Setiawan, of course, and Kido, world and Olympic champions. This is a new option for Indonesia. Oh, he's missed it. It's 21-17. The crowd go wild. Indonesia, Garuda have taken the first of the doubles here, and they're really, really moving very, very nicely towards a place in the final of the Axiata Cup 2012. I've got with me Marcus Luhr, the CEO of TSA, Total Sports Asia, who conceived this Axiata Cup together with the Axiata Cup board themselves, and have now really are very excited. Now the launch has been made, the baby is born.
Yep.
Oh, tell me, how is it going to grow up? Are you going to nurture it so that it becomes a huge, huge baby, going to go to university and all those wonderful things that you have to do in Asia?
Absolutely. I think there's very much a long-term view on this, both from us and the sponsor. You know, this is year 1. As you said, we're barely, you know, walking. So we're very excited over the first start here. I think we've seen a lot of positive elements. We've created a lot of firsts in the world of badminton. And for sure, we want to do more. So it's just going to get bigger and better.
Okay, on the replay there, you see those green A boards there at the side. A lot of people have been asking. This is now an innovation, isn't it? The virtual boards. Tell us a bit about how these came about.
Yeah, virtual technology obviously has been around for quite a while, but now you can see it well there. We just wanted to do something different again. You know, static boards been around forever, and to me they're really boring. So here is something which looks different. It obviously on the field itself here, where we're looking at it, just looks green. So it really is for the TV audience, not for the people in the stadium so much. But yes, I think it just enhances the look. It allows us to do different things. We unfortunately haven't been able to do all the cameras yet. So the side angle cameras, they're not hooked up because the technology or the the system didn't support it, but I'm quite sure in the future we will have also the replay cameras. That's why you see the green boards there. But these are all little technical things which, you know, we'll get right in the next round.
But it's a developmental process, and I think that's the whole thing about Axiata. It equals technology, and technology will drive the Axiata Cup forward as well.
Absolutely, so. Yeah. I mean, we're doing things obviously online, we're doing things on mobile, and you know, bringing new technology, and that's what Axiata stands for, and that's clearly what we're trying to bring across here as well.
So it's big money, big ambitions, big hope, and of course for Southeast Asia, it's the biggest development in many, many years.
It's probably the first time really that an event just came out of nowhere and was created. Also, again, with the backing, or the huge backing by a sponsor. You know, previously maybe the events were driven by federations, association, you know, hoping to create something new. But here we got a big sponsor behind it, so the money is there. You see that in the entire setup. You see it in the promotions. You see everything we do. There is no, you know, nothing is spared here.
And the fans really appreciate it. Ultimately, they are the ones that benefit from all this ambition and, of course, the hard work and the organisation and so on. And, of course, everybody here, not just in the Axiata Cup team and the ANTV and so on, but, of course, the old stages, PBSI and so on, they've done a great job, haven't they? I mean, I'm coming back here after many years involved with the Indonesian Open and so on, and we meet old friends. So even the establishment has embraced this very, very much.
Absolutely.
Taken it to their hearts.
In Asia, in badminton, you did not have a Southeast Asian federation or ASEAN federation. So we created something which almost everyone, wow, how come there is none? You know, how come we didn't bring something together? So again, you know, what we've created is obviously for two people. It's for the players to create something new and exciting. And of course, it's for the fans. So, and I think we've seen both the players embracing it. We've only had very positive comments from everyone, and the fans loving it. I mean, as I said, the noise level in the arena is amazing. You know, and the wave is constantly going. It's great stuff.
It is. Marcus Lohr, I'm going to have to concentrate on the
you need to do
on
some
the play
work
here, man. Thanks a lot for coming, Marcus, and thanks for sharing your concept of the Axiata Cup. We see it now. It's born. It's certainly a living, breathing, and very, very entertaining young prospect. There's no doubt at all. I think the youngsters, the Leopards and the Rajawali guys, they really have appreciated it more than anybody. And we will see those, of course, tomorrow in Malaysia. Yep. And then the reverse, well, we'll see who gets through for the finals in time to come.
Thanks,
all right, thanks very much indeed. And Marcus Lohr saying farewell at the moment, and he'll be back in Kuala Lumpur soon. Right, let's concentrate on our scoring here. Second game, Indonesia, Garuda in the lead in the double, 7 points to 5. And it's really do or die time, I think, for Malaysia. They really do need to make an impact. Good defending here, though. Excellent work by Kim Wah. Oh, what a drop from Ahsan. That makes it 8-5, and that brings the crowd to life yet again. Well, they are taking a towel down because there has been quite a lot of action going on the court. While we're just talking about the background of the Axiata Cup and how it was brought into being, and of course the ambitions for the future. And I really do hope at home you're enjoying this, and if you are, then please tell us so. Tell us whether or not you can actually recommend some new options, how to do things. We've thought about this a lot. The Axiata Cup, the website is www.axiatacup.com. Don't be afraid to tell us. 8-5, Ahsan serve. Oh yes, excellent work from Go. He's patrolling the back of the court there and had a really good opportunity to cross court. He delivered beautifully. It's 6-8. This is a very, very important few points here. get to the interval in the lead, and you've got a chance. He's doing well at 8-all. I'm in Jakarta, I'm not being biased here, I'm just trying to work out what Malaysia have got to do to be competitive. It's a good start here from Go. And a service fault was called. Oh, what a shame. I made reference to that earlier. When it does go deep, sometimes you're going to risk getting illegal with the serve. That's what happened there. Setiawan will serve at 9-8. Great defense. Brilliant defense. 9-all. Kimwa and Govisem have certainly got the confidence. Whether or not they've got the range of shots is yet to be answered. But yeah, another good service. It's short. It's 10-9. Malaysia Tigers fighting hard here. Hafiz will take a huge amount out of this if the doubles pair for Malaysia can come through. Not like that though. Setiawan, half court. It's dead. It's 10-all. Great shot. Yeah, absolutely deserved that. Out. Yeah, I must say, Shem did really, really well there. It was a fabulous shot. Out into the corner, put the pressure on. Great work. 11-10. Malaysia Tigers still keep their hopes alive. They're 1-0 behind, but they're 11-10 in the lead in the second. Back in court at 11-10, and I have to say Govisem and Lim Kimwa are showing great heart here. They're not being overawed by the favourites Setiawan and Ahsan. They know they've beaten Ahsan before in the Southeast Asian Games team competition, although they picked up the silver medal. That's out, 11-all. They picked up the silver medal. There were great strides forward by the Malaysian duo in that series. Oh dear. Yeah, Kimwa got a bit greedy there. Every point really counts. 12-11 Setiawan with the serve. Oh, brilliant. Should have left it. Doesn't matter. Kimwa could have left it. It was going wide, but he decided to play it, and then it was put up to go Visem to actually finish it off at 12s. Nice play all round. Oh, ouch. We see the disappointment as well as the excitement, don't we? Axiata Cup really bringing the fans to life. Indonesia Garuda at 13-12. Yeah, good pressure. Ahsan did the work there. Deserved it. He moved from back court to front court. Keep pressurizing with those stab smashes. Stab again. (14-12), looking ominous here. Malaysia have got to fight Oh dear, that was a snatch again. Just when you really need consistency. Hafiz beginning to warm up in front of me. Conchoro also warming up, so they think this is going to be over in 2. 15-12, they might be right. They could well be right. 16-12. Hafiz has got a very, very important duty. He has got to stop Indonesia taking a 3-0. If he can take it to 2-1, they still have hope in the return leg on Sunday. Big serve here for Shem. Accuracy. Yep. It's out. Oh, what a shame. Kimwa just strikes it a little long. It was down the middle. There was no one there. 17-13. Yep, 14-17. Oh, what a brilliant drop. That was sensational. Mohammad Ahsan just kisses that shuttle over the net. It's 18-14. He's got the service. He deserves to take the plaudits with that. Brilliant. Do or die here for Malaysia. Hendra Setiawan, the old campaigner, receiving the serve from Go. Oh, and he anticipated that brilliantly. He came across the net, racket high, absolutely nowhere to go for the opposition. He murdered it. There you go. Matila, 19-15. Setiawan will serve. Good response from Go. Little word from Setiawan, keeping his younger partner, just keeping him on his toes. Oh, it's a touch. Long service. Was it work? No, it doesn't. 20 points to 17. And this is now game point, match point. This for a 2-0 lead in favour of Indonesia Garuda, the home crowd favourites. Ahsan will serve it, 20-17. That's it, 21-17 in the second. Having taken the first, and the doubles pairing has done its job for Indonesia. Hendra Setiawan teamed up, not this time with Marcus Kido, but with Mohammad Ahsan, have beaten Lim Kimwam Govisem by 2-0. And that means that we rely on the Malaysian Hashim to take Conchoro to pick up any points at all from this visit to Jakarta. The first semi-final of the Axiata Cup 2012. And congratulations to Indonesia. They really are looking this good in this particular competition. It's also Indonesia, Malaysia, and the other competition, of course, tomorrow in Kuala Lumpur. The Rajawali against the Leopards, Malaysia Leopards. And the crowd here absolutely delighted with what they've seen at the moment from their heroes. It will be Hafiz Hashim and against Sunny Dwi Conchoro for the next singles. And we'll be waiting for them to come on. But here's some replays brought to us by our host broadcaster, ANTV. And again, the atmosphere really, really positive and electric here in Britama Arena.